Hey, good morning, guys. Goose here. Welcome to STN Stock Talk with Ricky and myself. Happy Friday to you guys. Ready to finish up the week strong. I've had a really good week this week. Had a lot of good stuff to trade this week, I found. And I think today we have the same situation. So I'm kind of excited. Like a few of the names that I had put in that I'm going to be covering have all kind of done some funny trading away, especially TTD and SYMC pre-market. But I definitely will talk about the opportunities there. I just want to remind you guys, come over to stocktraders.net because sometimes our ideas change a little bit based on the pre-market action. And we have a free trading floor over there. You could shoot us a message, ask us what we're still liking and levels that we're liking based on the pre-market action. So feel free to come over there. There's a free trading floor at stocktraders.net. Just want to remind you guys, these are just ideas, and we come up with a few every day. Sometimes they move out of range. Sometimes they're perfect. But listen, these are our ideas. Make sure you guys have your own plans. And let's make sure that you guys are executing your own plans and being patient. Read the disclaimer and make sure you read it in the description section as well. I know Ricky's got a couple really good ones I want to hear about. I got a few to talk about, so I'm going to get right into it. I'm looking forward to Friday, and should be a great day ahead. So, Ricky, why don't you take over, man?
Thanks a lot, Goose. Everybody, welcome. Thank you for joining us. I just want to say how amazed I am at how our community has been growing. Everyone is contributing. The ideas coming from every single member are always on point. I'm just blown away by the growth we've seen, and I'm looking forward and excited to the things in the future, guys. Let's jump right into it. First thing on the list, I know everyone wants to hear about it. It's MOSY. It is the Ricky tip, and it's not. I don't think it's going to be the typical turd it usually is. What people are familiar with. They actually just reported earnings and went cash flow positive for the first time in a long time. And if you remember here, HEAR yesterday did the same thing. Now, I will point out here had the most epic short squeeze setup. Everybody was leaning into it short. I think even pre-earnings, they had the SSR. MOSY is not set up that way, so I don't expect that same type move. Let's just look at the under the hood real quick. Sorry, excuse me. It's got 8.2 million OS. Float should be around 7 million, 6.5, 7. They do have about 600,000 warrants at 235, which are registered and ready to go. So not sure if that'll be enough to kill the run, but I'm looking for anything in the 250 range, maybe 270s. We'll see if we get that lucky. But I am looking to short it. We will be looking for lower highs and try to find something to put risk against. Next thing I'm looking at, guys, is GERN or GERN. However you want to say it, doesn't really matter. I've been watching this one for a while. We've been talking about it in the chat, and there was two things I was looking for, guys. I was looking for a break over 4 for the long, or I was looking for this break under 360 for the short. And after yesterday's action, I said, look, I really think this thing may break down. And I was hoping that it would wait till regular trading hours to do it. I woke up this morning and noticed that we're gapping under that level. So I'm looking for 350, 360, somewhere like that to place risk against. And I'm looking for a possible flush down to 3. That's the play on GERN or GERN that I'm looking for, whatever you want to call it. Next thing I'm looking at is XON. And this was an earnings loser. You can see that they're losing this trend line they've been building. They are currently just under the 50-day. Let me pull up the chart on the full screen. What I'm looking for here is the fact that when we had this big run up, you had a low here, and we tried to push up and we tried to take that out and we couldn't. And so anybody that was in these areas buying, thinking that we were going to get that push back up on 20 is probably going to all be sellers today. I'm actually looking for 1750 area to start in short, and I think we may get a flush down to the 200. I will cover some there, and I will hold some more to see if we can flush under it and get the bigger move. Maybe it's a 15 magnet. Not really sure. We're going to have to play the price action, as always, guys. That being said, I'm done. That's my Friday. Let me take it over to Goose and see what he's got cooking.
Hey, great job as always, man. Love the ideas and sick work as always. And just to touch base with Ricky said, I know there's a lot of our members are obviously listening to Stock Talk. I mean, great job, guys, in both rooms, in both the free trading floor as well as the premium side. A lot more interaction, and I don't like naming people, so I won't, but just want to say keep it up. There's been some phenomenal ideas and sharing and chart sharing, and just keep up that great work, man. It helps everybody, and that's what our community is about, just continually helping people and just, trying to be different, not flashing our P&Ls, but just being different and actually helping and generally caring. So let's keep that up, guys. Good work. So let me jump into the ideas real quick. I'm going to talk about TTD real fast. So TTD, first thing I'm looking at is obviously it keeps going. And when I started writing this, it was kind of up in this range. And I was like, all right, maybe I get, a little retrace to 60. It made a leg up, and then I had to run out, and it made another leg up. So right now what I'm looking at on the pre-market is a pullback into the 64 area or 63. I'm looking to join along on this. I said in my quick talk this morning when I popped on pre-market is that this thing could keep going. You could look at the range that it's had in the past. This is like a $12 move. I mean, this is a name that has had range in the past. So I'm okay with it. I'm not looking for a fade. The easier trade to me is going to be a buying the dips, or after a push, it pulls back to VWAP, that type of trade. But I think there's going to be a lot of action. I don't need to spend a lot of time on this with you guys at Stock Talk this morning, just because, listen, at this point in the game, it's going to be a trader. So let's jump over to SYMC. I'm looking for a fade on this, and now the levels have changed a little bit because it's continued to come in about $1.50. And originally when I had drawn this, I just pulled it down. But you can see what I'm looking for now is off pre-market levels. So 23 area is going to be an area of interest for me. That's 24, which is going to be around a 40% retrace. And obviously, if it pushes into this 25, I will be licking my chops. Originally, I was licking my chops at 27, but I don't think there's any chance of it getting up there. Keep in mind a couple things, how it holds at the 20 level. Also, if there's any kind of defense or anything like that coming out. But I think this stock is going to be heavy all day, and I think it's going to break through 20 into the 19s, and that would not surprise me, I should say. But I think there's going to be plenty of opportunity to fade the pops on this name. So just be patient for that backside move. I mean, it has such range today, $8 or so. You don't need to be the first one and try to top tick the push into a resistance level. Let it stuff a couple times there, and then you could jump on it. Lastly, I just want to jump into NVDA. And I think NVIDIA is going to be a nice long play. Came out with good numbers and everything. And maybe it up from the trade up into the numbers. As you could see, it pulled back. But, a couple areas, obviously. This 250 prior resistance area. And then the second side of it is what it's doing already this morning. And so right now, 252 area is holding. I like it in the 253, 252 area. So we'll see if it wants to wash down a little bit at the open. I'll be looking to see if it soaks up there for a long opportunity. And I had said it early in the morning. Don't be surprised. I know it's crazy. It's quite a bit away. It closed at 260 yesterday. But this would not surprise me if it starts reclaiming. If the market gets strong, if this does a red to green move, it would not surprise me whatsoever. So, I think there's going to be a lot of range, and I'd be very interested to see how it acts at 250. If it's profit taking and stays heavy, I'll leave it at that and don't need to marry it because there's a ton of ideas. So I'll leave it at that. So anyway, guys, that's it for me. Hope everybody has a super day today and a great weekend. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week. So with that being said, Ricky, back over to you, man.
All right. Thanks a lot, Goose. And I think we need to start a thing. I noticed I say it a lot and you say it a lot. We always say that being said. So from now on, every time you say that or I say that, we should say that's what she said. Anyway, I want to point out, guys, real quick on MOSY. I knew that they had subordinate senior secured convertible notes and they were due 2018 August. They were amended to not be due till next year in 2019. But I did not realize that they also revised the price on it to $425. So in the event that this thing does stay strong, make sure you realize that there could be reason for them to want it over $4. But I don't know if they're going to get it there today, considering they have all the way till August of next year to get those people out in the profit area. That being said, anyways, everybody have a great weekend. If you don't have a plan, you don't have a trade, stay safe out there, protect your capital. Let's go out there and crush it. Peace.